Now, you know that I'm not really a big fan of Black Lives Matter. I mean, I already made a shit ton of videos to explain why I hate that organization with a passion. And to by that, I still stand by my claim. So, there's that. But now I hear this little tidbit from a news article, and that got me to think, and I had to start asking some questions, which I know a lot of people don't want me to ask some questions, but damn it, I have to ask these questions because I demand answers. For those of you who don't know, there has been a fucking news article now that's coming out that said that Black Lives Matter, the organization, has managed to rack up $90 million in donations back in 2020. Back in 2020. Yes, $90 million. And I was like, okay. It racked up $90 million. So I was like, okay, so lots of fake woke motherfuckers and stupid corporations that try to act fucking woke decided to give the money to a fucked up organization that I hate more than anything else. So the big question on everyone's mind is, okay, if they racked up all that money, where did they put any money onto the Black Lives Matter to the local chapters organization, or put it into try to help with the with the urban neighborhoods, the black neighborhoods? Short answer, no. Long answer, fuck no. And I was like, so this is basically a fucking scam. Wow. Call me. Imagine my fucking shock. I mean, come on. We all know this is a fucking scam to begin with, man. And the fact that these idiots are trying to say, well, we did it for a cause. Bitch, you ain't did it for a cause. You just did it to get some money. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you motherfuckers? And all these woke people, and all these stupid ass woke motherfuckers, and a corporation who actually bought into this bullshit. You got robbed like a bitch. And no surprise, as I'm recording this, there's articles now coming out from, of all places, CNN, trying to say like, oh well, they racked up $90 million, but they gave a quarter of it to local chapters, including a quarter of it. I mean, the $90 million that they rack up, that could have been used to help small black-owned businesses who would deal with the coronavirus pandemic last year. I mean, they could have just put money on, could have used the money for that one. I mean, they could have, but no. So the question is, what happened to the money? What the fuck happened to the money? We all know what happened to the money. We all know what happened to the money. All of them, they gave a quarter of the million to it, but a quarter of that money to it. But we all know where the rest of that pot gone to. Democrat politicians. I mean, come on, man. Only a brain dead moron would not connect the dots. You know the old saying, follow the money. Yeah, it's so funny how they won't. And it's so funny that they want to use this top right there. And it was funny that they will pull some of this scam right here. And I can't believe corporate brilliance and all these woke motherfuckers decide to do this shit. And will CNN will talk about where the money's going to? Fuck no. All they'll be fucking concerned about is how, we finally got Trump's taxes returned. Fucking priorities, man. Fucking priorities. I said it. I'll say it once and I'll say it again. Fuck Black Lives Matter. Because, honestly, Black Lives Matter don't actually give a fuck about black lives. the only black lives they give a fuck about is, you guessed it, the criminal element, the scumbags, the dirtbags, the lawbreakers, the drug dealers, the murderers, and in Jacob Blake's case, the rapists. They don't. Those are the people that they actually. Those black lives actually matter, because if we're gonna be honest, if black lives really mattered, then they should have said David Dorn. And don't, which means that anybody who decided to side with this Marxist fucking bullshit is a threat to black lives, is an actual threat to actual black lives. So once again, I'm gonna say what I always say, and I don't care if people get mad. I don't care. I'm saying it like I said. Fuck Black Lives Matter. Fuck them to hell and back. Fuck. And also fuck anyone who support this group, who support this piece of shit group.